in my hand is Coca-Cola bottle. I want to use this Coca-Cola bottle to explain something about the scenarios of life. This Coca-Cola bottle you are seeing, when you go to your normal shop, you buy this Coca-Cola bottle for 250 naira. That is what the value of this Coca-Cola is they are selling in the shop. But haven't this the same Coca-Cola bottle you go to a gym instructor where big boys, big ladies come to do some exercise to burn some fatigue out of the body system. They will sell this the same 250 bottle for 300 naira because the environment have changed for 300 naira. This is the same Coca-Cola bottle when you go to international airports, because it's a very big, well-set organization environment. They will sell this the same Coca-Cola bottle for you for 600 naira because of the change of environment. It's an international airport. This is the same bottle you bought for 600 naira inside the airport. When you enter inside a flight plane, they will sell this the same bottle for you for 700 naira. No more 600 naira. You're inside the flight plane. This thing I'm saying here is that the same bottle but different location, the same bottle, different location and different value, different price. The same bottle, different location, different value, different price. In other words, the time you feel undervalued, don't question why you feel undervalued. Don't question your worth. The time you feel undervalued by people, don't question your worth. Don't question your worth. The only thing I see in that aspect is just that it is where you find yourself. Question where you find yourself, where you are. That is what causes you feel less underworth. The environment where you find yourself. Just for my scenarios, the first place you find this Coca-Cola bottle was in a shop, and the shop they sold it for how much? For 250. So you can understand inside the shop the value where the Coke find himself, the value was less. But when the Coke moved from that shop to a gym instruction, if you can observe from my explanation, the value was what? More expensive. Now sometimes when you are less undervalued, don't question your worth. It is the environment where you find yourself. That is what makes your worth reduce. And aside from that, solar engineer in Suleja might be paid 200,000 a month. As a solar engineer, very skillful, talented, he can do his job very well. No form of job you give to him, he will not deliver. But because he finds himself on an environment called Suleja area, he will be paid 200,000 a month. The same solar engineer in Abuja is paid 900,000 naira a month. The same solar engineer with the same skills, the same level of competence is paid 900,000 naira a month. The same skills, the same work, but different environments. The same skills, the same work, but different what? Environments. Different environments. And location does not just mean physical value. Location alone does not just mean physical value. It means the company you work for. Location does not just only mean physical value, it means the company you work for. That is one thing you need to understand again. The industry you are in, the people you surround yourself with, the industry you are in, and the people you surround yourself with. If you surround yourself with people who doesn't recognize your value, who don't know your worth, it is time for you to move on to a higher place where your value can be recognized, where your worth can be recognized. If your company would not pay you what you are worth, find one that will pay you. If your company will not pay you the value that you worth, find another company that will pay you. And apart from that, and if your company is drying, is going down, look for another fast-growing company that can pay you for your worth. So, sometimes in life, it is not where we find ourselves alone. And also we should check the kind of company where we find ourselves. It also matters. In the room that does not see your value, find another different room. The room that does not see your value, find another different room where your value will be seen, where your value will be what? Appreciated. The environment does not just change you only, but the environment does not just change only. The environment also change your worth. The environment does not just change only, the environment also change your worth, your value. You stop trying to prove your worth to people who does not see it. One thing you must observe, stop trying to prove your worth, your value to people who does not see it, because they will never see your worth. But be looking for a place where you can go, where your value, your worth can be seen, where your worth can be appreciated, where you can be paid more better. Just like this Coca-Cola, as I explained to you, this Coca-Cola bottle in the shop is sold for $2.50. At Jane Instructor, where people go for physical exercise to burn fat, it's sold for how much? 300 naira. International airport, before you take your flight inside the airport, it's sold for 600 naira. Inside the plane, it's sold for 700 naira. So sometimes, not because of you are not good, you are not skillful, you are not brilliant, you are not intelligent, you cannot do better. It's just that the environment where you find yourself, they don't pay to the worth of your value. You change your environment, and the kind of company where you find yourself, where you are working, your company don't pay to the worth of your value. Probably they don't have resources to pay for such kind of expertise what you are carrying. For you to go far, you have to look for another environment that will appreciate your worth, or a company that will appreciate your worth. For you to go far, move yourself from that room that doesn't appreciate, that doesn't see your worth. Put yourself in a room, in a place where your worth can be appreciated. So please, this is Kind Best on the line. So I want you to follow, share, comment. There will be more of good story, and there will be more enlightenment about education and life entertainment that you'll be seeing in my content channel. So I appreciate it. Thank you, fans and supporters.